Welcome to SpeakOut. We are a network of over 80 organisations from across England. We are supported by the University of Central Lancashire to work with the Care Quality Commission. We contribute to consultations, reviews and policy making by providing feedback and information about health and adult social care services from our own particular viewpoint. We represent diversity of gender, age, disability, race, religion, food preference and sexual orientation. We aim to influence the way in which health and adult social care services are run to make sure that they meet the diverse and varied needs of the whole population. This film has been created by people from 8 SpeakOut organisations to help inform Care Quality Commission staff and organisations, groups and individuals from further afield about our specific needs within the health and adult social care field. Whilst not a reflection of all groups in the network, we feel our words provide key messages which apply to us all, whatever our background. We hope you enjoy it and find it useful.
When working with us, remember that members of our community have a real need to do things, especially in female-only groups.
Our minds are in full working order, despite the fact that we have low or no vision. Please remember that.
Cultural issues and identity are important to everyone. Take the time to understand the differences.
There is a huge amount of diversity among us communities. Please don't be afraid to ask if you're not sure about something.
Being vegetarian or vegan is a strong ethical belief for us, so please respect this and don't treat us as a nuisance.
Services for lesbian, gay and bisexual people should be appropriate. We need the public and private sector to be more inclusive and build equality and diversity into their service provision.
An advocate exists for the person or community they advocate for, and not to meet the needs of care homes or local authorities.
Many people aren't sure what kosher food really is, and we often get fed vegetarian or organic food by people who assume that it's kosher. Just ask us if you don't know. This will reduce misunderstandings and upset.
Think about the facilities you offer and whether they are culturally and spiritually appropriate to my needs. I would not be comfortable with a male carer.
We may find it hard to join in because we don't have access to the visual prompts that others do. This doesn't mean that we don't want to be included or contribute. Please make an effort to facilitate our involvement.
My faith plays an important part in my everyday life, and it is very important in everything that I do. This should be taken into account when developing my care plans. Making links with faith groups around spiritual matters is very important as it makes people feel comfortable in everything that we do.
It's really important to talk and listen to people. Talking with us and not at us enable you to get a much more accurate picture of our views and concerns.
Service providers can contract and work with lesbian, gay and bisexual community groups and organisations to help decrease social isolation.
Someone who requires an advocate or specific support will only be able to participate and feedback if these needs are planned for in advance.
Whilst the thing that most people know about our religion might be our dietary needs, there are many other areas where we have specific needs which should be respected, such as what we can and can't do on the Sabbath. The best thing to do if you are unsure is to ask.
Our ability to communicate in English shouldn't be a barrier to quality care. We need interpretation and translation services delivered by people who can empathise with our needs. We need information in a format we can understand. For example, there is no word for dementia in our language.
Making things accessible for us doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Ask us, we can work out the solutions together.
If you want to work with us, remember, we're volunteers. We don't always have the time and the resources to respond rapidly. Don't expect instant answers. Don't talk to us in jargon. Try and communicate with us in plain, simple language, in things and words that we understand.
your approach and methods of monitoring and feedback will be more effective if they are developed with us, not for us.
Talk to us about the type of food we enjoy eating. All too often those in residential care end up with meal after meal of dairy-rich food, and there are many other healthy and more interesting options that we can suggest as vegetarians.
Organisations need to be proactive and come out as lesbian and gay friendly, rather than depending on residents to come out in order to get their needs met.
Advocates need to be involved from the start, not when things reach crisis.
Too many people assume a knowledge of religious needs and don't bother to check whether they are correct. This leads to stereotyping, misunderstandings and a lack of quality of care.
If you would like more information about the SpeakOut network or CQC, then please contact us by telephone on 03 000 616161. You can also send us an email at involvement.edhr@cqc.org.uk, or you can visit our website www.cqc.org.uk. Thank you for watching.